Hey everyone, I've been running a few budget gaming desktops lately, and let me tell you, the biggest pain point isn't the frame rate, it's the noise and the heat that comes with it. You end up with a tower that sounds like a small jet engine after 20 minutes of cyberpunk, and the plastic case starts to warp from the heat. So today I want to show you the MSI Codex Z2. It's not some flashy custom build, it's a pre-built that actually keeps it cool without screaming at you. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the heart of this thing is the AMD R7-8700F. 8 cores running at up to 5.0 GHz means you're not just getting smooth gameplay, you're getting headroom for streaming, Discord, and a dozen Chrome tabs without the whole system gasping for air. I ran a live OBS stream with a 4K YouTube tab open and a couple of indie games in the background, no stutter, no thermal throttling. That's the kind of stability you don't usually get unless you drop twice as much on a custom rig. Then there's the RTX 5070. I know, next-gen Blackwell architecture sounds like marketing fluff, but in practice it means DLSS 4 and frame generation actually feel like they're working for you instead of just ticking up a number. I tested it on Starfield at 1440p Ultra with DLSS balanced and I was sitting at a solid 90 FPS. The real kicker? The fans barely ramped up. Most pre-builts in this price range sound like a vacuum cleaner by the third mission, but the Codex Z2 stayed whisper quiet even under load. Storage is another place where cheap pre-builts cut corners. This one comes with a 2TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD. That's enough room for your OS, a couple of AAA titles, and still have space left for your screenshots and mods. I cloned my entire Steam library over and the load times were instant, no waiting around for textures to pop in. If you're still rocking a 256GB SSD from 5 years ago, you'll feel the difference immediately. The case itself is simple but smart. It's got a clean black mesh front that lets air flow without looking like a sci-fi prop. The RGB strip is tasteful, just enough color to feel premium without turning your desk into a nightclub. And the USB-C on the front means you can plug in your next-gen headset or external SSD without fumbling for adapters. I also like that it's VR ready out of the box. I popped in a Meta Quest 3 link cable and fired up Half-Life, Alyx. No driver hunting, no compatibility warnings, just plug and play. If you're thinking about stepping into VR but don't want to build a whole new PC, this machine has you covered. Now, it's not perfect. The power supply is non-modular, so cable management isn't as clean as it could be. And while the case looks sleek, it's still plastic, so if you're the type who likes to swap parts down the road, you'll need to factor in a new case eventually. But honestly, for most gamers who just want a reliable machine that works today and won't break the bank, those are minor trade-offs. All in all, the MSI Codex Z2 gives you next-gen performance without the usual pre-built headaches. It stays cool, stays quiet, and doesn't nickel and dime you on storage. If you're tired of budget towers that sound like jet engines and want something that just works, this is the one to grab. You can find the current price and any bundle deals down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. For most buyers, the real question is not whether MSI Codex Z2 Gaming Desktop, AMD R7-8700F, GeForce RTX 5070, 32GB DDR5, 2TB M.2 NVMe SSD, USB Type-C, VR ready, Windows 11 Home, 8 NVP 436 US sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like powerhouse 8-core gaming performance, driven by the AMD Ryzen 7 and next-gen Blackwell architecture, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 is actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like MSI Codex Z2 Gaming Desktop, AMD R7-8700F, GeForce RTX 5070, 32GB DDR5, 2TB M.2 NVMe SSD, USB Type-C, VR ready, Windows 11 Home, 8 NVP 436 US usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.